All right. This took a little. I don't know. I'm just gonna hope to God this thing's on. This took a little longer than I thought. I'd go do service call thing, but I'm back. I'm back, and I've got a dramatic effect here. This bad boy, ready to go. So yeah, we'll hope that the stream bits thing does keeps doing good. I think I've got chat open. Let's testing. Yep, cool. All right, chat's open and good to go. And I'm gonna go get some water and turn some lights on. All right, let me get where's the thing? All right, click, 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 click. Yeah, it took me longer than I thought to get my freaking. I had to go fix a printer. Yeah, hey Patty, what's going on, man? How's it going, dude? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes past when I wanted to get started, but I had, like I said, I had a my. Well, usually it's a different client, but today the client was my grandma. Man, YouTube just is eating the bit rate. I mean, it's not saying any dropped frames, but golly gee, I don't know. I might start just doing streaming stuff on Twitch. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the you good. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. I hope you can hear me all right. I'm guessing so by the you talking thing. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it, man. I'll be right back. We're gonna put my wallet up, take my jacket off, get a little sip of some water, and then we'll get into it. All right, now that we're into it. Her printer was like, "I'm not connected," but like, okay, but you're connected. But I'm not connected. I reset it about 5 different ways. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hard reset the whole thing and entirely reset it up. As much as I don't like doing that. Big jug of water consumed. All right, walking up. You can see me walking up too. Hey, that's pretty cool. Okay. Just a little bit. I have it like cut down to just see me. So, all right, get situated. I'm now situated. Okay, hope y'all are good out there. Now that I'm done, we're done getting the water and getting stuff. So we've got this beautiful festival in a box, Las Vegas edition here. I've been holding on to this for quite a while since oh geez, when did this come out? October maybe, I don't know, somewhere in there when I bought it. Actually, I mean, I can just go check. Hold on, let's do Secret Lair website. If you want to see my screen, just let me know. I can pop it up there. It's nothing. I'm just going to look at that I spend way too much money on Secret Lair crap. That's all. Yep. Let's see. This was here. No, that's the commander deck. Was it here? They have the Street Fighter Secret Lair. Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I do not have plans to. Oh wow, oof, whoo! I've been sitting on this since August. Jeez, wow. Okay, yeah, it's been a while. There we go. Finally found it. I've been sitting on it since August 22nd. Even before. Was it D&D? Yeah, that was even before the D&D drop. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. That was around like right after Bloomborough. My god, I've been sitting on this a long time. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. There we go. It's open now, officially. Yeah, the Street Fighter Secret Lair home is where the convention is. Yeah, tilt it like that a little bit. Got some glare here. Alright, cool. It's a cool secret lair. Welcome to your own personal Magicon. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. I do like this cardboard with the Planeswalker symbol cut out, and you got Fibblethip there just kind of hanging out. Look at him. He's like, yeah. Just sort of back there, all chill-like. Very nice. I've looked at the cards. I think they're funny. I like that Ryu untaps to do a Hadoken. I think Kin's a little weird. Dasalim's really funny. Chun-Li having multi-kicker is hilarious. But outside of haha value, Zangief's also, Zangief crush man's head. Like Sparrow's egg between thighs. Meat smack. As he slaps those thighs. But it's, I don't know. Street Fighter, I love. But I don't know. I just don't really want it. I've thought about buying it. Maybe I'll get it for posterity. But that's cool if they have it locally. I don't really, Alright, cool. So here we have the promo cards. These are... Here, we'll get a zoom in on that. Give me a second. Let me just kind of... There we go. That looks good, right? Yeah, so here's a Ponder. Turtle with a cheese dog. Yeah, it's kind of like, do you really want to... Like, if you really like Street Fighter, of course, go for it. Make sure the price is in line, maybe with like TCG player stuff. But if you like what they do from a mechanical perspective, you can just go get the in-universe versions and save a little money. But even then, the actual Street Fighter cards themselves are not particularly expensive, like depending on which one you want. Even the lair itself is, for how long it's been out. I mean, this was months ago. Don't get me wrong. I operate on my own time here, apparently. Again, I even got this hot dog cheeseburger pizza turtle. Yeah, Final Fantasy is the next thing that I'm waiting for. I'm kind of like, whatever. Oh, hey, this is Swords to Plowshares is so weird in this, but I don't know. In person, it looks kind of like a newspaper, I guess. Let me see if I can hold on. The focus is still a little. Yeah, there we go. But in person, it kind of looks like a newspaper, like it's definitely weird. And then, it's not foil. Dang, I was hoping I would get a foil one. And here's the weird playtest card. Convention Morrow. If you want to try to build this, go for it. It's so, like, whenever you cast a spell that choice A, create a green elemental with power and toughness equal to the number of choice B. So then you have to choose an elemental, watermark, or landscape, targets a creature you control, cards, and then B is cards in your hand, types among cards in your graveyard, or artists among non-land, non-token permanents you control. So it's very like build your own deck. But these can sometimes be foil. This one was not foil. It's still a really pretty plains. We have a mono white deck with all different kinds of plains in it, and it will be going in there. Probably along with the Swords to Plowshares. The pizza turtle, the pizza Chicago dog turtle is he's my best friend. I don't know what deck I'm going to put it in, but he's my best friend. And then this is just a weird, it's just cardboard. It's just cardboard. It's not special cardboard with like Cloud or Sephiroth on it. All right, then we have this, the little legends. I want to open this. Kinda. If you want to see what's in this, let me know. If you know, maybe I was gonna open it now. I'd rather just get to opening some packs. I got these collector packs here. Commander Masters, the foiling. I've never seen one of these packs for real, but I like the on the Masters there. Then LCI, Mana Crypt incoming, and then Wilds of Eldraine. This one also has like a nice kind of foily to the packing. And then here's the Creme de la Creme Mystery Booster 2. I think it's funny that this one did not insta sell out. It kind of took a little bit. We'll put that over there. Don't want to knock the mic. All that, but it kind of took a little bit for this one to sell out, but the one that just came out sold out same day. It like was gone. Oh yeah, baby, look at it. Draft the Unknown. All right, but first, let me get into these. All right, now that we're into it, is that a good? Can you see that good? Should I zoom in a little? Should I get the focus right more? Kind of skirt. Lock in the focus there. Yeah, that looks good. Pulled my Ulamog Ceaseless Hunger from a collector poster. And I'm guessing you were also typing looks good somewhere in there. Okay, cool. Glad to see it. Yeah. Well, who knows? Let's see what I get. All right, cool deal. Right, these are like really hard to open. Ho ho ho! Got little scissors here. All right, very carefully. Whoop at the top there. Okay. Yeah, fresh cards. Okay, yeah. Foil food token. That's pretty good. Sweet. Gumdrop Poisoner. Well, that's a start, I guess. I have a deck that I could use this card for, and there's fun things you can do with not poison. It's a poisoner, but with food tokens. Okay. Hey, Leyline of Anticipation. That's pretty cool. Everything has flash. The card. Bunny Rabbit, that's very good. So, and also creature tokens you control get 1/1. Be solid in a Celestia tokens deck. Wildwood Mentor, or a token enters the battlefield under your control. Put a 1/1 counter on this. One of its attacks, another target attack creature plus its power. You give this bad boy trample or have some, I mean, it's green, you know, you can do some crazy stuff with this. Thunderous Debut. This is a big bargaining spell. Look at the top 20 cards of your library. Reveal 2 creature cards. If it was bargained, put them onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put them into your hand, then shuffle. I'm surprised I don't see, I mean, I guess because it's 7 mana, but... Yeah, or I'm also thinking like a Sapperling deck for the Wildwood, the Mentor. Definitely. I have a Sapperling deck where like you just make a bunch of Sapperlings and do silly things with them, and that's definitely a thing. And this too, you know, or like a big creature deck or something. Ooh, this looks like there's something full art back there. Vampiric Rites. I don't really know. This is an uncommon. Sacrifice a creature, gain a life, draw a card. That would also go pretty good in that Sapperling deck I was just talking about. Maybe that's what this pack is for. This pack is for that deck. It's missing a few cards because we kind of gutted it. But, you know, extra cards, put extra stuff in that. Dragon Mantle. Whenever this enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature has red, pump it up. So it kind of turns whatever you put it on into a Siobhan Dragon. All right, for 1 mana. That actually would go good in Chishiro. Or your, you have that What's his name? The twin guy. I can't remember his name, but I know you got that guy. Yeah, Stang. That's it. That's the one. You've got very fancy looking mountain. Probably going to end up putting this in the goblin deck because that just screams goblins to me. All right. Here we have Belligerent of the Ball. Okay. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if 2 or more non-land permanents entered. Target creature. Yeah, I mean, this guy's okay. Yeah, that mountain is pretty sick. Yeah, I love it. The Princess Takes Flight. Here we have a Sokka, exile a creature. So 3 mana removal attached to next turn you get +2/2 flying and then return the exiled card of the battle. Okay, I mean it's definitely a saga. I like how foily it is. I like how the unicorn looks especially. And the princess lady, like with her hair, like it's like Rapunzel flying away from the tower. The perspective on it is really cool. Yo! Foil Monstrous Rage! Okay. Yeah. That's a card right there. That's good. This is a standard card. This is not necessarily a commander card, but still like this is a hit. It's a good Foil Monstrous Rage. This is like $5, something like that. It also looks sick as fuck with like the bear, with how he does the fire claws or whatever. Very cool. Very, very cool. Moment of Valor. Untap target creature. It gets +1 and gains indestructible. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It's okay modal. I mean, it is a common, so we're not asking for a lot here. Merfolk Coralsmith, Die Scry 2, and then you can, for 3 mana, just try. I mean, if you could sneak it in, I could see it being good and limited. Sweet Tooth Witch, whenever it enters, make a food, and sacrifice a food, target player loses 2 life. This could get nuts with Yigra from Bloomborough. Oh, there's another card here. Leaping Ambush. So someone in Standard the other day played this on me. I think it was Jumpstart. I was doing like a Jumpstart thing on Arena for the new achievements, and they played this on me, and I didn't even know this was a card. I was expecting like a giant growth, or I was expecting a combat trick of some sort. But the gains, reach, and the untap part were both very relevant, and I was kind of blindsided by it. It was pretty neat. Very impressed. I'm always impressed with the bevy of green combat tricks out there, and all the white combat tricks. They're both very combat tricky. Red can be, but red is usually just pump creature up, make it go fast. Why did I put the scissors up? I know damn well I'm about to need them for this. Alright, we're going to save the commander one for last. Make sure all the cards are at the bottom there. Oh boy. And whip. Alright. Well, it's not a mana crypt off the top. Because it has dinos. Oh, like save it. Well, you know what? This one has dinos too, Tanja. Yeah. Because this is Ixalan. Alright, are the rares in the back? Yes. There is something spicy back there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I don't know, it looked really cool. So we're gonna, okay. Commons at the front. We got a River Herald Scout in foil. It enters, it explores. Oh, yeah. I've played with this guy. Hey, Panicked Altasar. This is a, here, look, I'm gonna turn the light down a little. Yeah, there we go. Panicked Altasar. Hunter's Blowgun. Equipped creature has death touch as long as it's your turn. Otherwise, it has reach. It's pretty good. I've not fully explored this set. But I know it has a lot of dinosaurs in it because it's Ixalan. The Lost Caverns of Ixalan, where you craft things. When this enters, look at the top 6. You may put a land from them onto the best. So it's 3 mana ramp, and you can craft it into a 5/5 vanilla golem. And you have to pay 6 mana to do that? Ugh. Alright, I'm not crazy about that card. Dig Site Conservator. Exile up to 4 cards from a single graveyard. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, we have some graveyard hate. And then if it dies, you can pay and discover 4. Hey, Helping Hand. This is... here, let's get a little swing on that. This is relevant. This card brings back Abhorrent Oculus. That is also a standard tactic. It can also be used in Commander. A 1-drop, like, low guys deck. Just bring something back. Pretty good. For a Resurrection... Esper or Mono White Resurrection plan. Maybe an Azorius Resurrection plan. I don't know. Hermit Nautilus. Give it +3/-3. So if it gets through, you can do something good. Hey, that mountain is another really spicy, cool looking mountain to throw somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll put this one in Dinosaurs. I think I have a basic mountain in there that I can replace with this. Hey, it's Kutzel, Malamute Exemplar. This is cool. This will be going in the cat deck. I think I already have a proxy, or maybe it's just not the fancy version. But your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base power, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So, or maybe it's in... Is this in Cats? Or is it the other guy? I think it's Okanek Ahel that's already in Cats. Either way, this one's also good because it's a little bit of a salt piece. It shuts things off. Hey, it's a mythic. It's a Healy, the Sun's Brilliance. This will be going in Gimbal. Yeah, Kutzel isn't... Okay. It's in Lenore. Got you. So it's in the Celestia boys. Alright. Saheeli. But yeah, this is in Gimbal. Create a token that's a copy of another target creature or artifact you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the end step. So I'm going to take my Soul Ring, make a token out of it, use that extra mana, and then when I make my Gremlin at the end of my turn, I have a unique Soul Ring. Sure, it gets sacrificed, but... And it's only 2 mana to do that, which is pretty good. This is a pretty popular card. Warden of the Inner Sky. As long as this has 3 or more counters on it, has Flying and Vigilance, and then you just tap a bunch of your stuff out of turn, or not out of turn. Because you can only activate it as a sorcery. But like, when is it people are doing this? Tap 3, untap. I guess at the end of their turn. Basically, you poop out a bunch of like food or clues or whatever from what I've seen, and then you tap all of that, and then turn this on like the next turn after it comes out or something. It's, jeez, I've seen people do silly stuff with it. Hey, this is a copy of a card I already have. This will go in the Dino deck to replace the not full art one I have, but Vigilant Reach. Whenever a dinosaur you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Can't ask for more for 4 mana, especially Vigilant Reach. Inti. This will be good for the discard standard deck with, or even Commander deck with Captain Howler, because it's putting creatures, gain and trample. It enables discards. Pretty solid. Cresting Mat. Woo, yeah. It's the fancy foil version. That's not like a super crazy Jurassic Park card hit, but it's not a land, so that's better than nothing. Also like how it's foil here, like the layering to the ink where the whale is not as foil as the Massasaurus. But yeah, that's really pretty. And ooh, it's a foil roaming through. I don't even care if it's the special art one. That's yeah, that's nice. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. That's the third one we have. I love that it's in foil. The foil on it is like, yeah, baby. And a map. This is we need maps, to be fair. Map and bat. Look at him. Scree, scree. Yo, but hold on. Let's go back to it real quick. I can't. Oh, man, it is nice. That is cool. I love the foiling on it, like how the little designs, and I don't understand the art here for like why is this roaming throne, but I love this art. The normal roaming throne is cool, but it doesn't have that weird art on it. Hell yeah, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got some Ixalan gas. All right, 15 cards. Now, if these are the price that they are, whatever, I remember them, they're like $50 a pack. And this one, the Commander Masters ones, and it's still, I'm like, bruh, that is, can you tell where the foils are? All right. It's wild to me. I get it's Commander, and like there's a lot of power in this set, but jeez Louise. Only reason I got this is because it was, I look at it, it was like $200 for the mystery booster box, and then $50 for this pack, and then the other collectors and promos and everything is free. All creatures get -2 until end of turn, scry 1. It's a solid board wipe. Supply runners. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. This is a dangerous commander card for sure. Rapacious Dragon. Whenever it enters, make 2 treasure. Good with like repeatable loops, like MH3's Satya. You have this guy down, you just whoop, 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 make a bunch more. That'd be pretty cool. Witch's Cauldron. This is another fun card. Loyal Guardian is pretty solid. I took it out of Chishiro, but it could go in there. If I don't have a copy in Shalai and Alar, I will be putting a copy in there. Faux show. Piana, Nomad Captain. Whenever this attacks, attacking creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. Foil Retro Island. Looking pretty cool. Okay. Get to some. Okay, Command Tower. There's a really fancy Command Tower there. Really fancy Felwar Stone. Jeez Louise. Okay. They sure do look fancy. And what is this? The like baby's first Command Tower Arcane Signet Felwar Stone. Don't get me wrong, but it's like baby's first Commander ramp package. Oh man, that is really, really funny. But yeah, that Arcane Signet does look pretty cool. What's the flavor text here? Matik had only taken the ring to appease his grandmother when she'd pressed it insistently into his palm. As the rat scurried away from its light, he understood her urgency. So yeah, it's like fancy family heirloom. Let's get some over the ring there. The hand looking all deathly. I guess that's Grandma's hand as she's dying. And I don't know. Savine's Reclamation. Isn't this a return target card? Mana value 3 less from graveyard to battlefield. It was a cast from your graveyard. Make copy. And okay. Yeah. Okay. Run proxies of this and a couple things. Tooth and Nail. I have no clue if this is a hit or not, but the etching looks cool. Like the etched foiling looks pretty tight. Search your library for 2 creatures, reveal them, put them in your hand, put up to 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Entwine, so it's 7 mana to do 1, 9 mana to do both. Well, this is definitely a cool card. It's definitely a cool card. It does big green poop out things onto the battlefield stuff. Skittering Cicada. I know this card is a banger in colorless stuff for an Eldrazi deck. I have, it came in the Eldrazi deck. It does good. Journey Discovery. Yeah. Magus of the Wheel? Oh, baby. I don't know if this card is worth anything, but I know I like what this guy does. Because sacrifice Magus of the Wheel, each player discards their hand and draw 7 cards. It's just Wheel of Fortune on a dude. So that's pretty cool. It also looks tight. Very cool. Very, very cool. Rejuvenating Springs. I don't know. It just happens. Oh, it's one of the Battle Bond lands. Okay. Yeah, this one looks really pretty. It being in Simic is like, yeah, that's cool. Come on. Give me something in the Naya pie. Alright, and whoop, we got a Thopter. Thopter and Duretti Scrap Savant. I think I have I have this Duretti somewhere, so this artifact is put into your hand. Return. Yeah, I probably have use for this emblem. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I know I got use for the Thopter. The Rejuvenating Spring is, yeah, it's very pretty. It will be going in something. I'm not sure what, but yeah, it's always good to have that. This garden is where my grandmother had her first breakthrough on biomodular logarithmic theory. Zamone, Quandrix Mage student. They want you to make a Zamone deck. I don't want to have to do fractal math. I don't care about prime numbers. Okay. Bloop. Got all that off to the side. I don't care about prime numbers. I don't care. Okay, here we go. This is truly the creme de la creme. Technically had the icing on the cake before the cake. Yeah, the true fun. All right, now that we're into it, let's get into it. All right. So, how do I want to do this? I don't know. 15 cards per pack. I'm just going to take them all out. Set the box off to the side. Do that. And then got all packs here. And I don't know, I'm going to start with this one here halfway down. We're going to do that. Let's see what the hell is in this. Alright, I'm going to try to keep these somewhat organized, because I want to try to cube them up. But here we go. Field of Souls. Now, I don't know. I'm kind of new to Magic, which is one reason I really wanted these, because it's just a bunch of wacky different cards. But I still want to try to do the wacky draft thing. That's why I sort of want to keep them organized. But we've got, whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, create a spirit. Hey, I know this card. It's Ossification. Okay. Turtle Shell Changeling. Switches power and toughness until the end of turn. And it's a changeling. Okay, there we go. Oh, Silver Quill Dowser. Tap, target creature gets an egg X. So it's the number of merfolk or fairies. Okay. It's weird. So it's uncommons, then commons? What? Okay. Feign Death. Yeah, this is also I think this is even standard legal now, I want to say. There's something very similar to this. It's standard legal. Grim Dancer enters with your choice of 2 different counters from Menace, Death Touch, or Lifelink. My God. Oh. What is... I used to know the name of it. Damn me and my lack of art history. Orcish Settlers. You can tap them and destroy X lands. I don't know. They're orcs, but I kind of want to put it in the goblin deck. Destroying land. Yeah, destroying land is kind of evil, but whatever. The American Gothic. Yes, thank you, Patty. I could not remember. I've done parodies of American. I used to, when I was first getting into Photoshop, I would do different American Gothic parodies, and one of them was Darth Vader and Padme, and it was like I did like the Death Star in the background. Their fault for playing lands anyway. Yeah, we'll just turn all your lands into tutus and then play Elish Norn. You didn't need those anyway. Welcome to Orzhov, bitch. Orcish Lumberjack, sacrifice a forest, add 3 mana in any combination. I mean, that's kind of funny. That's a very flavorful card. Big orc pack. Deglamour, choose target artifact or enchantment. Its owner shuffles it into his or her library. That's an interesting thing for... Usually you just see green blow stuff up, but this is shuffling it back in. That's kind of cool. Baloth Woodcrasher. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +4/+4 and gains trample. Decanter of Endless Water. Here we go. No maximum hand size. Man of any color. It's Thought Vessel, but with color. Excellent. I like the subtle rainbow in the art right here. It's very cute. Mantis Rider. So our rare is a Jeskai 3/3 with Flying Vigilance. And yo, that's actually kind of sick, huh? Like, don't get me wrong, the color fixing for it is difficult, but it's a non-legendary Flying Vigilance Haste 3/3 for 3 mana. I would find it hard to want to pass this card up. Yo! Fucking what? Pack 1! Holy shit! Yes! Let's fucking go, boys. Oh my god. I don't even care what else is in it. I don't even care. White Border, Urza Saga, fucking what? Whoo! Dude, I love the white border. Like, I think it's so... It makes it look like, you know, it's a... I don't know. I like the way it looks, especially with the saga. It's like it's written on a piece of paper or something. Oh, shit, yeah, man. And then the future sight is an Oath of Druids. Isn't this card also, like, super good? Oh, fucking yes. White border, Urza Saga. Ah! Whoo! Whoo! I'm hot over here. That was a good... Whoo! I'm happy about that. Unknown Valentine's Day. Yeah. What are you talking about? It's an unknown Valentine's Day gift to you. You're the one who is going to get to see me do cool things with it, right? Oh, man. That's the card with the info on the left. Oh, yeah. Future Sight. Their Future Sight frame. Yes. With the... Yeah. Love it or hate it. I don't really... I think it's interesting. When I first saw cards like this, I was like, "Oh, what is that?" And they were like, and someone was like, "Oh, it's a Magic card," and I'm like, "What?" But sure enough, you know, yeah, it definitely is. It just, but yeah, Oath of Druids, I think, is another really good hit, like a thing to grab at the... So out of this pack, if we were actually drafting, yeah, Urza Saga every time. Holy crap. Still my reaction to this frame every time I see it. Yeah. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they choose target player who controls more creatures than they do and is their opponent. The first player may reveal... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. This one is kind of like, it does really tricky things. It flips out stuff for free. So, like, if you can... To this day, English is hard. Yeah, English is hard. That's why it's the only language that I know. I know it very well, but it's the only one I know for a reason. The first player may reveal cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. If the first player does, that player puts that card on the battlefield, and all other cards revealed this way into their graveyard. Oh, a Phyrexian card, too. Phyrexian Seedling. Phyrexian Seedling enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it, and it has Proliferate Link. Yo, Tangent, so I'll put this in the Atraxa deck. You're not going to be mad, right? It's just like super super poison everybody with proliferate. Proliferate link. Damage dealt by this creature causes you to proliferate that many times. You proliferate before checking for lethal damage on creatures. Oh my god. Have this in there with a fight spell. But yeah, have this in there with a fight spell, have it at 10 power, get 1 point or 9 power, get 1 poison on everybody. Bink! This is so bad. Oh my god. Be happy it's a playtest card. They do look really cool though. It makes you kind of want to like and try to peel off to see what's under it. It's a common March of the Machine card that's under it. I don't know. I couldn't think. I don't know what's under here. But yeah, that was a really good pack one. Took forever to get through it because I'm laughing too damn hard. But yeah, really solid. A good mix of strange start cards, and then Urza Saga. It's lit. All right, Vizier of Remedies. If one or more -1/-1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many -1 are put on it instead. Oh boy! Hello, combo piece. Fanatical Devotion. Sack a creature. Regenerate a creature. Sadly, that does target, so, you know. But then it also does target, so you can, like, sack your creature, get value. Gavin has so much fun with the... Yes! Yeah, he does. Man, I'd love to meet that guy. He just... His passion for the game and, like, the things that he puts out to help people are really good. Silly enchantment for Rafine. This one? Why? Maybe. I mean... No, you can't, because sacking it is the cost. By the time that you get to target something with the regenerate, the thing you sacked would be in the graveyard and already gone, plus the regenerate. I don't think regenerate counts for sacking because it's not being destroyed. You're willingly blowing it up. But what you could do with this is some politics. Like, hey, you swing your guy in, sack... Yeah, it would be fun, but you sack your guy and then regenerate your opponent's creature in a commander game. And then, you know, it's just fun, silly interaction. And then maybe you have, like you're saying, like sacrifice looping effect. Like when you sacrifice the thing, do a thing. So you're both getting benefits. I like interesting political pieces like that. How you can just affect the board in weird ways. Hey, look at him. He's so cute. He's a big brain sliver. All slivers have tap the sliver to tap a permanent. Oh, but do I put this in the slivers deck? Do I do that? Do I be mean? Spin into Myth. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Then Fate Seal 2. What is Fate Seal? To Fate Seal 2, look at the top 2 cards of an opponent's library. Then put any number of them on the bottom. So it's Scry, but you're... Fortunate. Don't... Oh, yeah, don't put it... That's, you wanted that... You put on top, not... Yeah, it's like Scry, but your opponent? I don't know. Weird. For 5 mana, too. So it's unsummon and then scry the thing to the bottom. I don't know, dude. Yeah, not only that, but like say they tutor something to the top and they have a creature that you don't want to deal with, you could put that creature on top, then put both of those cards on bottom. So when you put it like that, yeah, I'm more into this card, but it's like niche big play blue stuff. Might put it in my counter spells deck that I'm working on for us. It would just be a cool little like blue interaction tech. Epic Downfall. Exile target creature with converted mana cost 3 or greater. That is pretty solid removal. I also love the art on it with the like big alligator dino. It's a dragon. Okay, the dragon had a lot of things going through his mind that day. He didn't expect a sword to be one of them. Okay, that flavor text is legit. You tutor your things and please. What are you asking about the... No, like if they tutor something to the top. So if they're like, oh, I want to put this creature on top, and then you let that happen, and then you like bounce one of their creatures on board, and then put the thing they tutored and that creature on bot, so they have to re-tutor. But it only works if they're tutoring onto the top, not into their hand. But there's enough stuff that puts things on top. Whenever this enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, that creature's controller loses a life. A nice little salt piece right here. Okay, first day of class. Here we go. This is... whenever a creature enters, put a 1 counter on it, gains haste and learn. If I remember right, this caused problems in standard or something like that. There was some learn card that caused issues in standard from the MTG history that I know. Wasn't around for that. Just, you know, I watch a lot of crap. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +2 and gain all creature type. Some sick combat tricks you could do with that. Especially if you were building a Slivers deck, Evelyn. Yeah, no, it wouldn't work like that because... creatures you control get +2 and gain all creature types, but they're already on the battlefield. She cares about them entering. So if you control it, it gets this effect. But then if you cast it and it's not a vampire and it's somebody else's thing, it's not going to be a vampire because you didn't control it when you cast that. Maskwood Nexus would still be better, or something else that makes all creatures that you control all creature types, because then you could cast other people's creatures and they'd be vampires. Speaking of changelings and everything being all creature types, here's a vanilla 2/2 shapeshifter. Ooh, and a Terra Sunder. This is a Dominaria. This is a very recent set. Very good card. I don't know why I keep raising them up slowly, like I don't know why I'm doing that. Here, look. I'm gonna instead just excited. I want y'all to get the full crisp. You like to read them. Oh, yeah. Okay, like because I like to read the cards. Yeah, I can read them from here just fine. I just get like I just start like and like fucking sucking into it. They pull me in. They pull me in. You know, they're captivating. But yeah, Terra Sunder is great. Exile something, and then if you kick it, you can exile more somethings. Right. Ink Fathom Infiltrator. The dual border on this one looks super cool. Like you can really tell that it is black and blue. Good old Dimir card. Can't be blocked and is unblockable. Fantastic. Rare of... Ooh, there's also some like texture to this. Like in a cool way. Like texture to the... that's nice. Soulfire Grandmaster. Lifelink. Instant sorceries have lifelink. Oh my goodness. Next time you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand this turn, put that card into your hand instead of your graveyard as it resolves. What? So just like, if you can get infinite mana, this lets you infinitely chain Lightning Bolt, right? That's pretty cool. Wasteland. Man, weird. Dinner time. Good luck with... Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks, Snoop. Snoop +1. Shadowmoor cards have very prominent hybrid... Yes. Okay, so that's what that is. That's Shadowmoor. Oh, hey, it's Jesper. Isn't he the dude who's doing the... He's got the artist series right now. They just did the artist series with him, and he's doing the deflecting SWAT. But yeah, that Wasteland, man. Look at that. Bada bing, bada bam. I think this is... it's either this... I think Strip Mine's in here too, but like this and Strip Mine and the white border are supposed to be like rare or good or whatever, you know. And then Static Orb. As long as it's untapped, players cannot untap more than 2 permanents. Cool. Assault piece. Exactly what Tangel wants. Yeah, she laughs like a gremlin in the other room. Yes, yes. Stacks me to death. You stacks queen. Liliana's other contract. Oh, it's double... Wait. What? Oh, it's not actually double... Facepalm. Facepalm moment. It's supposed to be a double face card, and then they have, like, the 2 different faces down here. Okay. Womp, womp, womp. You know, sometimes it'd be like that. This is a Lost Caverns of Ixalan card that this is printed over. It's probably Aclazotz, I want to say. It's a card that flips over. Hang on a second. I think somebody might be here. Give me a second. Yeah, doing pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. We had some company show up, so we got a friend and his kid here now. So, yeah, talking to chat. It's not like there's a ton of people reading. What are you... Alright, what the hell is this card? Whenever Liliana's... Yeah, the packs are really cool. Whenever Liliana's other contract enters, you draw 3 and lose 3. If you would lose the game, instead exile this, then return it transformed. There's a legendary Planeswalker. Legendary Planeswalker U. 5 loyalty, you can't lose the game. Each opponent loses a life and -4 to destroy target creature. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's good, but... Okay. So if you use that with Liliana's contract, it's pretty tight. Alright. Another pack. Aven Mind Sensor. Boy, we're just hitting the stacks pieces, eh? Flash flying. If opponent would search their library, they search the top 4 instead. So, yep. Oh, you're cracking a fetch land? No, you're not. Well, he ain't wearing his he's not wearing socks.
Yeah, because I told him to put
Jeez
on socks
Louise.
and shoes, and he was like, he came back with boots on. He's like, I got socks.
All right, yeah. Evangel of Heliod enters. Put a number 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield equal to your devotion to white. Curse of Verbosity. Whenever enchanted players attack, draw a card. Each opponent attacking them does the same. Okay, yeah. I love this curse cycle with, I don't know who this Planeswalker is, but he's on every one of them, and he gets into some trouble. Plax Manta. You may play Plax Manta anytime. You could play an instant. Whenever it comes into play, creatures you control can't be the targets of spells or abilities. When it comes into play, sacrifice it unless green was spent to play it. You can go hang out in the cat room, too.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to get him to finish his food real quick.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Merciless Executioner. Whenever it enters the battlefield, everybody sacrifices a creature. All right. This is just... Yeah, no, man, it's way worse than a Chupacabra.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, that
Each player, that's a Turgid card right there.
Yeah.
Turgidy.
Hey, there's another one that does that.
Carrier Thrall. Whatever Carrier Thrall dies, create a 1/1 Eldrazi. Ogre Arsonist. Whenever this comes into play, I always like the bold. Like, you want to talk about someone saying the future sight border makes them go ugh. This is what makes me go ugh.
I see
The bold. Ugh. I don't like it. When it comes into play from your hand, destroy 1 land. Land destruction. Excellent. Nobody likes it. Electrostatic field. Whenever you cast it, is your sorcery card. This deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's a nifty wall for a Spellslinger deck. Like a burn Spellslinger deck. You know what I'm trying to say. Put a 1/1 counter on a target creature. Then it deals damage equal to its power. Hey, look, this would pair well with the Phyrexian Seedling with Proliferlink. Man, this is Judgment.
Sorry, did I hear proliferate?
Yeah, it's Proliferate Link. Damage dealt by this creature causes you to proliferate that many times. You proliferate before lethal damage on creatures.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, it sure is.
Watch out.
Sure is. Support 2. Choose 1 creature and opponent controls. Each creature you control with 1/1 counter on it deals damage equal to its power to that creature. Mountain Valley. Okay. This is a cool fetch land. When it comes into play tapped, sacrifice it, search for a mountain or forest. Yeah, so it's just one of the slow fetches. Okay. Hey, write a replication. Did you want 4 of something? Or no, 5? Did you want 5 of something? This is your card.
6, including the original.
Yeah, 6 including the original. Do you want 5 more of something? Dragon's Rage Channeler. Where you cast a non-creature spell, Surveil, and then it's just 2/2 flying and attacks each combat if able. Pretty good old school aggro card. Flutterstorm. Mega counter spell right here. That will be going in the counters deck. And the playtest card is Magus of the Chains. If a player would draw a card, except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, they discard a card instead. If the player discards a card this way, they draw a card. If the player doesn't discard a card this way, they mill a card. Okay. So if you draw an extra card, you have to discard instead. If you discard a card this way, you draw a card. If you don't... Doesn't this card just make an infinite loop with itself? Am I dumb?
Oh, what? I gotta see this.
If a player would draw a card, except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps,
Right.
so if you draw an extra card, you have to discard a card instead of drawing. If you discard a card this way, you draw a card. If the player discards a card this way, they draw a card.
But then the
If
text
the
also is...
if the player doesn't discard a card this way, they mill a card. But there's no May in here, so I guess if there's no card in their hand, they just mill instead?
Well, yeah, because then at that point, it would end once you run out of cards in hand, I guess.
Yeah, and then you just mill a card, but then I don't know, this seems mean to me. It seems mean, and it hurts my brain, because I feel like it would just... What?
Is it a black spell?
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, he's a human wizard. Magus of the Chains. It just seems like an infinite loop on a card that makes anybody, the moment they draw an extra card on their turn, have to dump their whole hand and then also mill a card.
Yeah.
And
For 2 mana?
yeah, 2 mana 2/2. It just seems like a big problem strapped to a card. Okay. Not a Coke fan? Yeah. More into root beer myself. I'm a root beer fan. Seraph of Dawn, flying lifelink 2/4. Not bad, not bad. Last Breath, 2 mana, remove target creature with power 2 or less from the game. Its controller gains 4 life. Also not bad. What is this one? A Voidalian Hypnotist. So wizard. I don't know what set this is from. 3 mana, target player discards a card from his or her hand. I gotta tell, there's a nasty mill deck in here. I'm already seeing it. Like, yeah. No, like these, like few that have been. There's a nasty mill deck in here. Whenever this creature mutates, draw a card. Audacious Thief. Whenever this attacks, draw a card, lose a life. Brood of Cockroaches. That is gross. That art is disturbing. If Brood of Cockroaches is put into your graveyard from play, pay a life and return it to your hand. Cool little sack outlet. Frenzied Fugue. Whenever it enters the battlefield or the beginning of your upkeep, gain control of enchanted permanent. Until end of turn, untap that permanent. It gains haste. Okay, that's cool.
I don't know why my child has the Naruto run. He's never seen Naruto, and he still does it.
It's just a kid thing.
I guess.
How did Naruto learn to do the Naruto run?
I did it to copy Naruto.
Yeah, well, no, but I mean, like, Naruto himself. You know what I mean? Like, who taught it to him? Nobody. He just is like, you know what?
I'm going to run like this.
I'm going to do it. This is how I do it. You know, some kids, maybe they just, like, how did the creator think to make him run like that? Maybe it's just something encoded in our collective DNA. We can't know.
So Chase also did the Naruto run as a kid.
No, I did not. I've never run like that, ever. It's aerodynamic, man. You put your arms back and then...
No, look, as someone who's done it before, I can safely tell you it is not the smart way to run. No,
aerodynamics of stealth, supposedly.
No, you should be moving your arms when you run.
I don't know. Difference in opinion, I guess. I really don't know. I don't run.
I just feel
I don't.
I don't know. I feel like you're going faster slightly if you do it the way people normally do it.
I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't. Like, I can think of one time I've ran in the past 2 years, and it's because I saw a wasp's nest where I was not expecting one.
Oh.
And I don't know what I was running like. I know that I got from here, or where I was, to in the house
Quick.
so fast that I didn't give a fuck what I looked like. I could have been flying. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But, yeah, I'm...
Like Go Flamingo for all you care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I know I wanted to go. But yeah, we got Searing Blaze, 2 mana, instant, deal 1 damage to target player and 1 damage to a creature. And then if you had a land enter, it's 3 damage instead. So landfall on an instant. There's also a kind of sick burn deck in here. All right, at the beginning of each upkeep, if this is enchanted, put a Sapperling onto the battlefield. I don't know if I want that in the Sapperling deck or in Chishiro. If I was gonna put this in something, but I like that card. Free creatures, each upkeep too. So in Commander, that's 4 creatures in a turn cycle in a normal pod. 6 creatures if you're in a big pod. 3 creatures if you're in a small one. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a blue permanent. Can't be countered. Creature gets 1/1, then deals damage equal to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. That is a very specific blue hate card in green. Yo, it's another sliver. It's the coin flip sliver.
There's a coin flip sliver?
Yeah, frenetic sliver. All slivers have 0. If this creature is in play, flip a coin. If you win the flip, remove it from the game and return, basically flicker it. And if you lose, sacrifice it. And it's frenetic Ifrit, but not infinite, basically.
Well, I'm guessing you'd want to have something else that wants the blink effect to trigger other ETBs or something?
Or something that cares about coin flips. Like the like, you know, when a sliver enters, do a thing, or like an impact tremors maybe. Would be beneficial, but at the same time, it's the one we have is in the coin flip deck, which cares about obviously flipping a coin. So you're just using it to, I'm going to get those coin flips every turn that I can, and then Crack's Thumb to double enable that. The rare for this one is Empowered Auto Generator. It enters tapped. You tap it to put a charge counter on it. and you add X mana of one color where X is the number of charge counters on it. This is a very weird 4 mana rock, but I like it.
Which one?
With Proliferate, especially, you could get some Empowered Auto Generator. It enters tapped, you put a charge counter on it when you tap it, and then you add mana of any one color where X is the number of charge counters on it, so it can, it can get out of hand quick. Transcendent Master. This card looks really slick in white border. It is a human cleric avatar level up creature, which is 3 mana, but to level it up is only 1 mana. So for 5 mana, you can get a 9/9 indestructible lifelinker. I think that's pretty good. Like, I usually don't care about creatures like this, but yeah, the art is really awesome, right? Agreed. With like the dude with the... Yeah, really, really wild. Definitely an avatar, but still, I'm about the... There you go. There you go, Tanja.
What is that?
Draw 3 cards. It's Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards. Put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order, but it's the cool future sight one. It's got really neat art on it. And then Teferi, Druid of Argoth. So it's a green Teferi. And that's why this is a playtest card. Flash, creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield have flash. Each opponent can cast spells only during any time they can cast a sorcery.
So you get flash, but no one else can.
Your creatures get flash. This is a creature with flash that gives all your creatures flash.
Yeah, but then
everybody else just gets totally shut down. Not for creatures, like every spell.
Jesus. That's like that's kind of like one of the archetypes almost. Like when I own flying, you can't have flying or whatever.
Kinda.
Like almost.
Yeah, kinda.
Not quite the same.
But
you
it's
can't flash everything.
Yeah.
Still, it's pretty good.
It's Teferi in green.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I would expect from Teferi in green. Oh, another sliver. Slivers you control have vigilance. This is a little sentinel sliver.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, he's a good one. Through its watchful gaze, all slivers may see. Whip. Twin Blade Paladin. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this. As long as you have 25 or more life, this has double strike. Really good commander card there. Cloud Spirit. Can block only creatures with flying. 3/1 flying. Alright. Kasmina, Enigmatic Mentor. Spells your opponent's cast that target a creature or planeswalker you control costs 2 more. And you can down tick it to make a wizard and then do a loot scoot. Of Malice, enchant a creature, gets +2/+2, intimidate, and can't attack you or planeswalker you control. So, also another fun combat trick. Stir the Sands. Here we go. Make 3 zombies. You can cycle it, and whenever you cycle this, create a zombie. This would be the new... What's it called?
What? I'm sorry, I wouldn't pay attention.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm like just talking. Timid? I think his name's Timid. The new Aether Drift zombie precon. This would go in there. It has cycling. It makes you zombies. You can cast it. Also got a Jaya. Venerated Fire Mage. Very cool. If another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much. I'm telling you, this burn deck is real. I want to do a draft thing with these and see what people come up with. Just going through them, I can see the different play lines, and I'm like, ooh, whoa. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that's what you're going to get in a draft. Spitting Earth deals to any one creature damage equal to the number of mountains you have in play. Just got that exact deck today. Yeah. It's I'm gonna be doing a video soon. I really would love to play with it tonight, but I already got company here. More companies on the way. We're gonna be doing some Commander tonight, so probably won't be out tonight. But I am gonna be doing unboxing videos of both of those, like I did my Bloomburrow ones. I was going to do Duskborn ones, but like Depression and all that crap, and I ended up not doing them because I was like, who even cares? But I need to not think about that and just think about, like, I care, so I'm going to do it. But I'm going to be doing it for the Living Energy and Grave something. Eternal Might, I think is what it's called. Oh, God. I can't remember. I've just been calling it the zombie deck.
Some of it Magic has a 30,000 card base.
Yeah.
Nothing to keep track.
Yeah. No, yeah, who cares? You just... And like, that's my problem. There's so much to keep track of. I just, like, say my own names for crap instead of knowing the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Eternal Might, though. But yeah, it is looking at the list, it seems like a great deck. I'm really happy to do the unboxing and everything.
I've gotten real bad in the habit of, like, I don't know spells by name. I know spells by, like, type.
Yeah.
Like, I look at a thing and I'm like, oh, that's removal. And
Yes.
Don't ask me what the name of that spell is, but I can look at it and tell you it's a removal spell.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like this one. It deals damage to any one creature equal to the number of mountains you have in play. Like, that's really good for a I Care About Mountains deck. Abzan, Beastmaster, 3 mana at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. If you control the creature with the greatest toughness or tied for the greatest toughness. That's a solid little, like, green draw spell. Yep, Eternal Might. Yep. Cycle. Get on your cycle and ride it home with all your zombies. I'm going to just draw cards and pitch cards and draw cards, and Rafine would be gross in that deck. He's not a zombie. He's a demon sphinx, but, like, you attack with 10 zombies, you draw 10 cards, you discard 10 cards. One creature gets plus 10 power. All your creatures, well, potentially plus 10 power from the connive. All your creatures get plus 10 power from all the discarding and drawing. Ugh. I don't like it. Hedge Troll, 3 mana. Troll Cleric gets 1/1 as long as you control the planes, and then you can use that planes to regenerate it. It's a solid troll. Yeah, OGs indeed. Gold Vein pick. This is a pretty new... Well, okay, it's not a new card, but I've seen this... I think it was in, like, Foundations, maybe. This is the Kaldheim print. Klauth. Unrivaled Ancient, a mythic from Adventures in the Forgotten Realm Commander, is in here. So, Commander cards are in the Mystery Booster draft. Holy fuck. What?
Who you got there?
It's Klauth, Unrivaled Ancient, and it is an Adventure in the Forgotten Realms Commander card in the Mystery. So, imagine... you were doing a 40 card limited format, someone busted out a really good commander card.
Yeah.
Like this one, it's a flying haste 4/4 and it is 7 mana, but there's green and ramp and all that, so you can get up to it. Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't really know this dragon, so that makes me feel kind of bad. I'm gonna read it. Whenever this attacks, add X mana in any combination of colors where X is the total power of attacking creatures. Spend this only to cast spells. Until end of turn, you don't lose this as steps and phases end. Oh boy, yeah, that is a really...
Savage Ventmaul wasn't terrifying.
Crazy dragon card. Holy Nikes.
Savage Ventmaul wasn't bad enough at swinging and creating mana for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it makes... I mean, at the worst, it's going to come down and make you get a 4 mana rebate on the 7 mana you spent.
Yeah.
But if you have, like, pumpers, or you're in a dragon deck and getting double triggers, or...
have other dudes to swing with it.
Yeah, other dudes to swing with it. Yeah, X is the total power of attacking creatures.
Yeah,
so, yeah, that's... Good news, it can only be used to cast spells, though. So it's not like you can use this for a big ability.
Yeah, you couldn't, like, pump all that into... Well, I mean, you could still pump all that into... Like,
yeah, makes... not only Dragon easy to summon, man. I'm thinking of, like, all dragon. Like, every dragon. Ugh. Hey, white border rat colony. That's cute. Gets +1 for each other rat you control, and a deck can have any number of them. Oh God. And then Hogak. Ugh. Risen Necropolis. You can't spend mana to cast this. It has Convoke and Delve. You may cast it from your graveyard. And it has Trample. I know that this card broke Modern. Hogak?
Yeah, I mean, there's a new card that breaks Modern every week. You gotta be more
Well,
specific.
yeah, no, but like, yeah, every Modern Horizon set, apparently, it was Nadu in MH3, but it was this card in MH2.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I'm saying. And I don't know the like usefulness of him in this limited format though. But I know the Future Sight border looks wild. And then we have Microscope. 2 mana, tap it to surveil. Target permanent card in a graveyard becomes a germ. 0/0 black germ in addition to its other colors and types until end of turn. Why would you want to do this?
Very nice looking, at least.
Yeah, it looks cool, but I'm just trying to think. It's probably on magnifying glass. I can't tell what it's on, but I'm just going to guess it's on magnifying glass because that would be funny. Like the actual card. But it's wanting to so it makes the card a 0/0 black germ in addition to its other colors and types. I just don't understand what you would want to do with it.
Well, then if you make it into a creature, you can use creature recursion spells to start pulling out things like artifacts or enchantments or battles.
Yeah, but then they just die.
Wait,
Because they're a 0/0 black germ, and so it would touch the battlefield and bleh.
oh, yeah, that's true. You need a way to at least give it 1 toughness.
Yeah, or have like a germ banner on the field. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
You could have something where like all your creatures enter with a 1/1 or something.
Yeah, maybe stops opponents. Great. Yeah, I mean you could use it as, but no, I mean if they're trying to recur stuff, yeah, like if your opponents, I guess that makes sense.
Recurring creatures is easier than any other.
Yeah, so if someone tries to like, oh, I'm gonna, that's a good point. I'm gonna unearth my Ulamog. I'm gonna tap my Microscope, and your Ulamog is now a 0/0 germ, and so he's gonna enter, and I gave him a virus. He's dead now.
Okay, yeah, that's also true. You could use
Yeah.
I didn't think about using it on.
Yeah, Tanja brought up that point. That is a good point.
Yeah, my go-to would be to like turn artifacts that I want to recur or enchantments into dudes, and then try to
Bring them back, or like maybe a good enters effect, and you want to take 0 life on something like a reanimate dead or whatever.
Oh yeah, because then you could just keep replaying it and keep redoing the ETB trigger.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that is another way to use it. Remove target creature from the game. We got Otherworldly Journey here, 2 mana. It's an arcane instant. I still don't understand the whole arcane thing. Like, I get how it works, but I don't get it, like, why you would want to. Remove target creature from the game. At the end of turn, return that card to play under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. It's a good little flicker thing. Armored Ascension, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets 1/1 for each planes you control and has flying. That's a good aura. Grip of the Royal. Surge. You may cast a spell for its surge cost if you or a teammate has cast another spell this turn. Tap a creature. It doesn't untap. Draw a card. Not bad. Honorophage. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on this. That could get really big and out of hand really quick. That is a scary squid illusion. Despondency. Enchanted creature gets -1/-1, or -1/-0. Whenever it's put into a graveyard from play, return it to your. So it's Rancor, but opposite. Okay. Skull Raid. Target opponent discards 2 cards. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded this way, draw cards equal to the difference. Foretell. This would also be silly in a Turgid deck. Turgiddy. Acidic Soil deals 1 damage to each player for each land he or she controls. There's your anti-ramp tech. Pooped out all your stuff. Get wrecked. Pooped out all 20-something of your lands. Well, there goes 20-something of your life. Jeez Louise. Choose 3 creatures and or players. Cone of Flame deals 1 damage to the first, 2 damage to the second, 3 damage to the third for 5 mana at sorcery speed. Cone of Flame, folks. Well, there's part of that burn deck I was talking about. Masked Admirers. Whenever Masked Admirers enter the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 2 green. If you do, return Masked Admirers from graveyard to your hand. I could see that being useful in green limited. Wickerburrow Elder. Wickerbow. No burrow, just bow. 4 mana, 4/4. Already looking good. It comes into play with a -1 counter on it, and you can remove the counter from it and destroy. So it's going to come in as a 3/3, then you got to spend the 5th mana to make it a 4/4. Unless you have synergy to not have it have 1/1 counters, but then you can't destroy things. I don't know. Can't be blocked, and you can transmute with this to search for a card with the same CMC, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle. You can only do that at sorcery speed. So you can go get a 2-drop for 3 mana. It's a decent little tutor. It's pretty good. Yep. Ambush Commander. Forests you control are now elves that are lands, and then you can sacrifice an elf to have target creature become +3/+3 stronger and tougher. I mean, for 5/5, you could like drop that and then run somebody over with some elves. You have a bunch of lands out, maybe. Hey, Uro! This card also did some cool things. When it enters, sacrifice it. When it enters, gain 3 life, draw a card, and put a land from hand onto the battlefield. Then you can get it back for 5. Yep. Loops. Silly loops that you can do with this. Very good. Ancient Stirrings. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a colorless card from among them, put it in your hand, then put the rest on the bottom in any order. Good little find stuff card. Flavor Disaster. Elemental Pirate. A reach 5/4/3. Whenever Flavor Disaster enters, or when it's turned face up, target creature gets +X/+X, where X is its power, and it has Negamorph. You can cast it for 3 mana as a 2/2, turn it face up for its Negamorph cost, and put a 1. So it gets weaker if you morph it. I don't know how I feel about it. I'd like this in like a turn things face up, and then you could turn it face up in a different way, but I'm not into that Negamorph thing. It's funny. It's weird. I get it, Flavor Disaster, but not feeling it. Oh, I need to rearrange these. This goes like, this goes like this. And this goes like this. Okay, cool. I stacked them wrong for a second. Okay. Got them all right. Oh, shit. Missed a card. Oops. Oops, loops. All right. Oh, it's taking longer than I thought it would. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going through this a little slow, though. So, to arms! Untap all creatures you control and draw a card. That is a heck of a card to miss. I like that card. To arms. Angelic Page. Flying 1/1. Tap. Attacking or blocking creature gets +1. Not a bad spirit. I love these older looking cards. Like just the art on the borders. Like, I don't know. Summon Fairies. Flying. Protection from red. 2/1. Stinging Barrier. Walls can't attack. Stinging Barrier deals 1 damage to a creature player. That's a cool wall, though. I mean, it's not crazy useful. It's pretty cool. Zombie Infestation. 2 mana, discard 2 cards from your hand, and put a zombie creature token into play. Oh boy. Also would be pretty neat in Eternal Might. Gatekeeper of Malakir is a 2 mana 2/2 with kicker. Whenever It enters. If it was kicked, target player sacrifices a creature. Yep. That's a vampire warrior, all right. Oof. Rending Volley, 1 mana instant. It cannot be countered, and it deals 4 damage to a white or blue creature. So you can't target the Gatekeeper Malakir with it. Gross. Shower of Coals. Deals 2 damage to each of up to 3 target creatures and or players. Interesting. And then it also, if you have Threshold, it deals 4 damage to each of them instead. So each of up to 3. So can you target the same thing 3 times with that? I'm pretty sure. Let me know. I'm not sure. Sudden Spinnerets. Target creature gets +1/+3. Wait. This is the same thing as that Eldraine card, except it's getting a reach counter. It's pretty cool. Far Wanderings, search for a basic land, put it into the battlefield tapped, shuffle, then if you have Threshold, search for 3 instead. Whoo! That is a pretty solid ramp card. Grizzly Salvage, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card or land from among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. Here, look. If I do, like... Hang on one second. Try to adjust a little bit here. I'm no longer satisfied with how I'm sitting. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'm trying to get... Still got a little ways to go. So I'm trying to make sure I can do this comfortably. Let's see if I hold this like this. Put my hands... And we can adjust this a little bit. Adjust this a little bit. There we go. How's that? That seems much better to me. Oh boy. Imagine. Plus the people still watching. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Hope y'all like what's going on here. We got this Grizzly Salvage here. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or land from among them into your hand and put the rest into your graveyard. Lisa, Shroud of Dusk. This is an Orzhov Legendary Angel. That's kind of cool.
Got my attention.
Rather than pay, it's a 5 mana. It's 2 white and a black for a 5/5. And rather than pay 2 mana for each previous time you've cast this spell. I'm sorry, hold on. What? Rather than pay the commander tax, pay 2 life that many times instead. And then Flying Lifelink, and whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life.
Yo, I need that. That's my new Orzhov commander.
That is one.
That is wild.
Silly. That's why I got tripped up at the beginning. I'm like, wait, hold on. This is specifically for commander tax? What do you mean?
Like that is specifically a commander.
Yeah. But I mean, even then, 5 mana, 5/5, Flying Lifelink, and when anybody casts a spell, they lose 2 life.
Which in Orzhov, you can...
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, who cares? Oh, I lost 2 life? Okay, well, because I lost 2 life, I'm going to gain 2 life. You're gonna... we also got a Nature's Claim. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Its controller gains 4 life. Hey! Future Sight Walking Ballista. That's a payoff. I love the art on that, too. Is that new art for Walking Ballista? I'm not... That's got to be. It's not the original art, huh? It looks like way more high-tech. Also, the action shot of the... Whenever this enters, put X 1/1 counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on it, and then remove a 1/1 counter and deals 1 damage to any target. Lightning Eternal. 5 mana and a black, 6 mana eternal. Vampire Elemental. Tangent, look, it's a lightning bolt with vampire fangs.
Vampire Elemental? That's
Yeah, you heard me. It's got lifelink, and you can splice onto instant or sorcery. See, now this is a splice card that matters, dude. Because if you cast an instant and then you can like tuck this onto that for just 2 mana, and like that makes sense because that's a super discount. But you're risking it because what if the arcane spell gets countered or messed with in some way? It's kind of like Offspring, but you get this elemental out of it instead of a copy. Still though,
so wait, when you do the instant onto it, does that make you to where you can cast that instant more than once? Or?
No, so like if you cast, let's say Kodama's Reach, that's an arcane spell, right?
Yeah.
So you splice this onto that. As you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may reveal this card from your hand and pay its splice cost. If you do, add this card's abilities to that spell. Oh no, this is a little different. Not how there's the arcane thing is like you basically. I think this is just like you can give lightning bolt lifelink pretty much, but no, I'm thinking of the other thing. But it's
when you do burn spells, you gain life too.
No. It's like jeez, I gotta go look it up now. It's on Arcane. It is a spell subtype seen on instants and sorceries. The arcane spell type was introduced in Kamigawa. It is similar to a creature type in that it does not affect... Yeah, it's just a type. Okay. Instant and sorceries with this can be like pretty much cast together. It's supposed to be a way to like cheat out stuff. It's very weird. It's very niche.
I got you. Sounds very spell slingery.
It is. Most notably cards with... There are several cards that interact with arcane cards, most notably Splice and Spiritcraft. Since arcane spells represent the magic woven by the kami, the art typically depicts mortals getting enlightened or influenced by spirits. Because arcane was the parasitic part of the Splice onto arcane mechanic, arcane cards only appear in the common log. Its return is unlikely. It would be flavorfully fit, blah, 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 blah. But pretty much you're supposed to, like, you cast the arcane spell, and then the splice card or whatever, like, that you could splice on arcane, you cast that as well, and they become one spell.
Right.
And it's this weird thing. If I'm remembering the rules right, this is the wiki's explaining it really badly. But if I'm remembering the rules right, it's basically I'm gonna cast these 2 spells as one spell, and you sort of like open yourself up for bad times because of that. But if I'm reading how this is working, if you do this card's abilities to that, you're turning your thing into lifelink, or you can get a 4/6 lifelinker for 6 mana. It's not as cool as I thought. I thought it was like you get both spells at once, but it doesn't work like that. Other arcane spells and splicing crap kind of does.
By the way, I just got a text from Anthony. He said he's going to be here in like 10 minutes.
Okay. That's fine. I might save the rest for later then. Yeah, it is almost 6 o'clock. Jeez, this is taking forever.
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Yeah, Knightly Valor. Enchant creature. Whenever Knightly Valor enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 white knight with vigilance on the battlefield. And the enchanted creature also gets +2/+2 in vigilance. For 5 mana, that's not bad. Hey, it's the shape. Yeah, it's the cat shapeshifter. Yeah, Imposter of the Sixth Pride.
I looked up and saw that artwork. I was like, that's a cat.
Yeah, it's not a cat though. It's a shapeshifter.
Well, I just know that that's what it's on the artwork though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like a cat.
Yeah, because he's the Imposter of the Sixth Pride.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Sprite Noble, Fairy, Flying. Other creatures with flying get 1 extra toughness, and you can tap it to other creatures you control with flying. Also get 1 extra attack. It's not bad. What is this? It's a Japanese, like a legit Mystery Booster 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure this is Chinese, not Japanese. It looks... It does not look Japanese.
They're closing down the Ivan Paul solar array. That sucks.
It's, wow, that's really wild. Alright. I don't know. This, I mean, is it the turtle? I'm guessing it's the turtle. Like 3 mana for this turtle. Nothing, only flavor text, and it's a 1/4, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's
It's
definitely worse. on
I
spells with
mean,
no.
whatever. It's just,
Hey, Cutthroat.
yep. Zulaport Cutthroat. 2 mana, 1/1. Whenever it or another creature you control dies, everybody loses a life. You gain a life.
Oh, one of the best aristocrat cards ever.
Expunge. 3 mana, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. That creature cannot be regenerated. So good little, hey, get wrecked. Solar Blast. 4 mana, Solar Blast deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Cycling for 3. So Captain Howler or not? I'm not 100% sure. Hematite Golem, 4 mana, 1/4, and you can give it +2. And then the red symbol. Is this intentional? This has to be intentional that the red mana symbol is dulled out. Like maybe on the original card it was like that. I don't know. Might be a misprint. Might be intentional. 4, 5, 6. So 6 mana, 7/7 vanilla horror elemental. Garavoras. And everything on it is in English. I feel like except for the name, that doesn't seem like English. Garavoras doesn't. And then the flavor text is Las raíces más profundas a veces alcanzan cosas que sería mejor no despertar. Don't know if I pronounced that great. It feels like Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. But I'll try to read it,
What, the card not in English?
Dude, no, it's Creatura Horror Elemental.
Yeah, no,
that's the same thing for this one. It's in fucking like Chinese or something.
I think
Mystery Booster 2, I'm telling you, man.
that one looks more like Italian to me.
I don't know, it might be Italian, maybe. I'm really not sure. It feels like Spanish reading it though.
That's definitely a Latin language.
MEJOR, that's totally that feels Spanish to me. Elven Bow, 1 mana. Whenever Elven Bow enters the battlefield, pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. Okay, it is Italian. Okay. I see. Well, I knew the other one was Chinese, but whatever. Thanks for looking it up. I heard you in there typing furiously. I figured you were looking it up. Whenever Elven Bow enters, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 elf warrior and attach this to it. So you can kind of like get a 2/3 for 3 mana. And then if it dies, you can just re-equip the equipment. That's pretty good. God, not this. Not the Cryptic Spires. No. Oh, no. Oh. What a bad land. Oh, God. It's a bad land, man. It's not. It's just like... It looks cool. But what it does is just silly. I don't like it. Cryptic Command, okay. 4 mana, counter target spell, return a permanent to its owner's hand, tap all creatures opponents control, and draw a card. Cryptic Command. That's a good and IMA. I don't know. Masters. Hey, white border. Kenrith. That's what I'm talking about. If I do make a Monty Python deck, this will be the commander. Alright, and Memnite. Good old Memnite. And Essence of Ajani. 3 mana as the spell resolves. Put it into the command zone. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain a life. That's a cool thing. Well, alright guys. I will open up the rest of these. I got one more, and then we have these 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 16 of these. I'm going to be doing... I will resume the stream tomorrow with those. It is getting later than I thought. People are already getting here, and I still have to figure out what to do for dinner. This is taking longer than I was expecting it to. Oops. Gold Meadow Harrier. You can tap target creature. Angel of Vitality. Hey, that's a good one. It's going to go in the Angel deck. If you would gain life, you gain that much +1 instead. And then it becomes a 4/4 if you have a bunch of life. Avon Fisher. Whenever Avon Fisher is put into a graveyard from play, you may draw a card. Whoop. Disrupt, 1 mana counterspell. You know where that's going, in the counterspell deck. Instant, interrupt, or sorcery, unless the owner pays an additional 1, draw a card. So, good for them big mana plays where they use all their mana. Nezumi Prowler, 2 mana, 3/1, Ninjutsu 2, and it enters the battlefield. Target creature you control gains death touch and lifelink until end of turn. It's a cool little... I think, Patty, you had a deck that had the Prowler in it that you showed me or something like that. I want to say that sounds about right. Cling to dust, exile a target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, you gain... Yes. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Exile target card from... Yep. I knew it looked familiar. I instantly thought of you when I saw it. So I was like, it's gotta be in a deck he showed me. Exile card from a graveyard. If it was a creature, gain 3 life. Otherwise, draw a card, and then you can escape this. Exile 5 of the cards from a graveyard. Yeah, that's not bad. Sticky Fingers. Enchanted creature has menace, and when it deals combat damage to a player, make a treasure. Whenever it dies, draw a card. Actually, might put that in Gimbal. It's kind of funny. I've been wanting to make a lower powered Gimbal list because the one I made, I made it too wacky, so I'm trying to bring it back a little bit. Red creatures you control have first strike, not a bad one. Yo, Destiny Spinner. All right, this is my nth copy of this. I already have quite a few Destiny Spinners. It is a good one. Turn lands into things. Power equal to your enchantments. Enchantments can't be countered. Creatures can't be countered. Go ham. Treetop Village comes into play tapped, adds you green mana, and then it can become a 3/3 trampling creature. That's not bad. Savage Lands. Okay, got a little bit of land in here. That's not bad. Make Jund comes into play tapped. Grothama. All devouring. This card is so silly. Other creatures have, when this attacks, you may have it fight this. And so it's attacking, and so when this leaves the battlefield, each player draws a card equal to the amount of damage dealt to this by sources they control. So it's just, if you can give your stuff indestructible, have it all swing, have them all attack this, and then it just, dude, this card is so... I've done silly things with this card. Because you can swing your board out at someone, have them all fight this, and then exile it, or just have them all fight it and just draw a crap ton of cards. Or bait people into destroying their stuff by having them fight this and then make it indestructible so it doesn't leave the battlefield from the fighting, and then all their stuff blows up. It's it's pretty dumb. Okay, white border to Fairy Time Raveler. There we go. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can cast a sorcery. And he does other good to fairy things, like until your next turn you may cast sorcery spells with a head flash. And you can also return stuff to your hand. Or other people's hands, even just bounce crap, draw cards. Okay, yeah, he looking cool. Hoodwink. Someone's over here stealing Moxen. Or medallions, I can't tell which. Return something to its owner. This is just a little 2-mana bounce spell. I like the art on that, though. It's very nice. Whip. No blocks. I got the Hunky Buff Ox card. It happened. Whenever Noble Ox enters the battlefield, all unblocked creatures attacking you become blocked by this. Whenever this enters... all unblocked creatures attacking you become blocked by this, and it can block any number of creatures. So, that's a cool little combat trick. I like that. Better if you could make it indestructible. Alright, well, that's it for better than Dad Bod Dryad. That's pretty funny, yeah. Alright, well, that's all for now. I'm going to get to these other 16 packs sooner than later. That will either be later tonight, but more likely early tomorrow. I will set up a little schedule thing for that. I hope the quality's been good. For now, Here, let's zoom. Whoop, zoom back out. Zoom. Here we go. For now, we've gone through, what was this, 8 packs? Yeah, thanks for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did 9 packs? I don't know. I guess I did. I don't know. Whatever. Yep. So that's it. That's what I've done so far. Thanks for that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll get back at it tomorrow, and I will be ripping the rest of it. Thanks for the congrats, Patty. Appreciate it. I'm more excited about the Whiteboard Urza Saga and the Phyrexian Seedling personally, but that Klauth, I'll be putting it to some use. If not, maybe we could like talk something out and get it over to you. We'll figure that out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And until next time, have a good one.